Hello everyone, Beastmode Chili Reviews, and today we've got a review for this chicken Phaal here. I think this came from Aldi. So I've had quite a few Phaals, let's give it a go. So I'm just going to put this in the oven and we'll see how hot it is. It says here it is 4 chili rating, so I don't know if they've got one hotter or what, but yeah, here we go. So I'm making two of these, one for me, one for my friend, and as you can see I've taken off the cover here, the cardboard sleeve. And here we go. We can see that there is a nice amount of chili in there. Huge chunks of chili. So this is looking really good. Now, as I pierce the film lid, I've got a really strong tomatoey smell filling my nose, and it smells good. It smells really good. So we're going to find out how this tastes. This is pilau rice on the side. So it's just gas mark 6 and in for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we put it back in, stirring it for another 10 minutes, and that's it, it should be done. So here we go. All right guys, and it's done, and smells really good, very tomatoey. It's also got that strong chili smell. You can smell the chicken. It looks like they've got some really good chunks of chicken in here as well. Just really well rounded out. And in the pilau rice, you've got a bay leaf and some cloves. So, yeah, looking really good. So this is from Aldi's. Now, just move that out of the way. Okay, I've given it a few minutes to cool down. So, guys, I've brought a towel out with me while I review this. Just want to make sure I'm doing that, just in case I get it everywhere. So, let's give it a go. Might have to lower the camera a little bit, I think. Okay, that's better, isn't it, guys? It's a better height. Right, okay, so this Phaal, I'd imagine, is not going to be as hot as some of the other Phaals. Very reasonably priced from Aldi, so all the parts are here. You've got the chilies, sauce looks good. You've got all different spices and flavourings. So I've let it cool down. Let's dip in and see how hot it is. I'll start with a bit of chicken, I think. So here we go. Really tender chicken. The tomato actually doesn't come through as much as you think it would. It's a nice blend. You're getting a lot of heat there as well in the background. I'll try one of these chilies. I always like these for decorative purposes. Look good on the curry. And it's got a strong taste actually. Try a bit of the rice. Now I'm getting a bit of heat on the tongue actually after that. Yeah, heat's starting to hit me now. It's the tongue, it's burning. Okay, move on to another piece. Chicken. Oh, that's quite strong on the tongue, you know. Just give me hiccups. I think it was the chili that did it, actually, funny enough. So not a lot of heat on the back of the throat or anything like that. It's just my tongue is on fire. Obviously it's still quite hot from the oven, which adds to the heat and it burns more. You get that caning effect. Yeah, I'd say 4 chilies is pretty reasonable for this. I thought on smelling it was going to have a really strong tomatoey taste, but it doesn't. It sort of blends in. It's a nice mixture of spices, tomato, tender chicken, obviously. Let's do the rice. Rice is perfect. Come out really soft. Didn't have to add any water or anything to it. Now the heat's manageable. I don't know why it made me hiccup. There's definitely a bit of heat to it, so yeah, it's not mild, put it that way. It's a Phaal, so it should be hot. We'll go for another one of these chilies, the one that actually got me the last time. So that's the chili there. Now, for one thing, guys, I haven't really been eating any hot food recently, so my tolerance to heat must have gone down a little bit, because I was obviously doing Carolina Reaper-based sauces and stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess with time it'll start going back up again. Little drink on the side. It's not unbearably hot, put it that way. These chicken pieces are huge, the size of that. Really flavourful, actually. There's a lot of spices in here. Now, I was reading on the back of the box, or the card sleeve that it had, and it said apricot pieces in there and some other fruits, as well as your usual spices, you know, cumin and all that stuff. So, really well balanced, I have to say. Now, I've got one piece of green chilli left. I'm going to do this now. Yeah, it's not hot after the third one. Very strange. I guess for someone that's unseasoned as a chili head, this would be very hot for you. I'd say this is probably just a little bit higher than a Vindaloo, or around that. A very good Vindaloo is really hot, so. Right, we're almost down to the sauce. I'll do this last piece of chicken first. So it's making my nose run a little bit. Heat is just a nice warm glow over the mouth. Slight bit of burning on the lips. It's that combination, guys. I think if you get one of these, make sure you let it cool down a little bit first, because when you've got the hot chili, the heat just canes on top of that. It's like if you've ever drank a tea after eating something hot, it does the same thing. And I've done that a few times. Not the most pleasant. So I've managed not to spill anything, which is good. And we're just down to pretty much just the rice now. It's a piece of clove in that one. Making my nose run a little bit. So the the rice is really good as well. Now, if I was probably just to give this a rating, I would say maybe a 6 or a 7 out of 10 for heat compared to some of the sauces I've done. Maybe a 4 or 5, but I'd say 6 or 7 out of 10 for a Phaal in terms of heat. And then the flavour is, yeah, really decent actually. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10, pushing maybe a 7.5. Honestly, you can't go wrong, considering it's Aldi. Pretty much finished. So now I've eaten that, all I can say is there is just a warm glow on my mouth. The burn's not really that bad now. It's certainly calmed down a little bit. Slight warmness in my chest, but other than that, it's you know, a pretty hot curry. It's definitely Vindaloo level, I would say. I'm sure. Well, I've actually had hotter Phaals in Indian restaurants, so I would say maybe not quite as hot as those, but somewhere in between. But you know, it's what you expect, guys. They're not all going to be the same. There's a different consistency in each one. So I think that's going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Please look through the channel for some of the other hot sauce reviews that I've done. I've reviewed some really hot stuff, so, and many more to come. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next one.